Squarespace templates in 2026 and beyond. How to find your perfect template, what options are available, how to compare and choose the free and the custom Squarespace template, and when is the right time to hire a designer. I'm going to cover everything in this video. My name is Olga. I run Applet Studio. It's a Squarespace template shop and design agency. And I've been doing this for 6 years now. I've seen a lot of changes that Squarespace does. So consider this video your guide to free and premium Squarespace template. The biggest misconception that people have around Squarespace templates is that these are all completely different platforms for your website. In reality, all of these templates are part of the same platform and they share absolutely similar features. So in any of the templates that you see on free Squarespace template library or in designer shops like ours, in all the other shops, all these templates, if they claim they're 7.1 Fluid Engine, they share absolutely identical functionality. So you can get anything done in everything that you see in any of them, you can get it done in any of them. So if you go to the Squarespace site and you click Get Started, it's gonna run you through a little questionnaire, and then it will give you an option to choose a template or build a website with an AI builder. So if you build it with an AI builder, you're gonna get a really generic result, but you also will have access to all the functionality, all the blocks, all the sections, all the default design features that are available in Squarespace. It's just a starting point for you. If you want to browse the default free Squarespace templates, and again, these are just a way somebody would use Squarespace to put together these blocks. When you're browsing these templates and you're creating, let's say you're gonna pick one of those and create a new site with it, start with the design. It's gonna create a free trial site, 14-day trial, and you can play with it in your account. But you're not limited to just creating one site inside your account. You can have multiple free trials in your account, and a lot of people don't know that. So what I would do if I were somebody who's just getting introduced to Squarespace, you don't know how to use it, I would browse the internal library of designs, and I would create multiple trial sites, 14-day trial sites, and I would use that as an opportunity to learn how Squarespace works. So inside of all these sites, you get pretty much the same functionality. And we are talking about version 7.1. Version 7.0, and I feel like it was still available in the shop, but I'm not sure if they still have it. Version 7.0 had different template families, and each template family had different functionality. For example, you could have a sidebar and content, like main content area, and you couldn't change it. You couldn't remove the sidebar. So it was like the design was locked. In this new version, it's not locked. You can pretty much redesign every one of these designs into any design you want. Look at the premium Squarespace designs. So I run Applet Studio. It's a premium Squarespace template shop, which means we are creating pre-made websites on Squarespace for different niches. And these websites, they live in our account. And when somebody purchases a template from us, we duplicate the site and we deliver it to client's account. So it's not like WordPress where you can just take a file, a zip file, and you install it as a theme. It doesn't work like that. Each template is like a pre-made website in our account, and we deliver it to a client, and then client can open it up and it shows up as a new 1-year trial. So that's important. So instead of getting a 14-day trial out of Squarespace, if you buy a premium Squarespace template, you'll get 1-year trial, which means you can use the template in your account and you can pass protect it. For example, if we look at this one is called Bento. And if I go inside of it, let's say I just send this site to a client. Client can go into the site, go into the settings, and install a password so that they can use this internal link in their browser. And this link is also, it can be changed. So under domains, the built-in Squarespace link can be changed. So you can use the site in your Squarespace account for up to a year. And then we could also extend it for you. But I don't think that would be necessary because you will be able to build your site very quickly. But if you're worried about the trial time, you have plenty. The trial means it works like 14-day trial, but it's almost a whole year. And you can use the site as a pass-protected site, share the link with somebody, continue building it on a backend, but you don't have to pay for the subscription. In order to go live with a website, you will have to get a subscription. And in order to park your domain to the site, you will also need to get a subscription. Why would you buy a premium custom Squarespace template for somebody like us instead of getting the default Squarespace template, which shares the same functionality? It's a really good question. Imagine a professional designer took default Squarespace template and on top of it created a perfect custom website for your particular niche. That's what I do as a template designer. So in order to create one of my best sellers, it's a Good Vibes template for therapists, I analyzed around 50 therapy, all the copywriting, all the blocks that therapists want to use on their websites, and I put it all together in this really nice, calm layout. And you can have the site in your account delivered to you, and you can play with it and understand how to design something on top of it, or just customize it and use it for yourself. And we have a whole showcase of designs created with each of our templates. So some templates are newer, some templates are older, but these are the designs that were created with Good Vibes specifically. It's one of the best sellers, and people continue just knocking out amazing designs. That's how it actually works. So our templates are pre-made, created by a professional copywriter and designer, and targeted, tailored to a specific niche. So if you go on the shop page, and you can browse these designs by the industry. We have 30 custom designs for every niche and aesthetic. Also keep in mind that all of these designs, they're using the default functionality. The CSS that we're using in them is very minimal. Default Squarespace templates don't use any CSS at all, but as a professional designer, I find that sometimes I want to tweak certain things, but these things are not hard to edit for a client. So inside each template, we give you access to the template documentation. So it's under pages not linked, has template documentation, which you can read. It explains different aspects of the template and how to use it. You can also register for a free course that comes with all the templates. The class is covering how to get started with Squarespace, how to change the content, how to populate with your images and graphics. Also, each template also has some Canva graphics. So some of the templates that don't have Canva graphics have a palette that you can use if you change the colors and then you need to bring it all back and to start from scratch, you can do that here. In a nutshell, purchasing a premium template from us or from any other shop whatsoever is like getting this custom designer website in your Squarespace account for a fraction of the cost. And you can go from there. You can customize it, or you can hire somebody to customize it for you. But you have this amazing starting point that looks professional and requires minimal changes. You can just swap the images and the copy and you'll be ready to launch. So that saves you a tremendous amount of money and time. How to choose a Squarespace template? So I wouldn't choose a Squarespace template based on the branding. So each of our templates is like a separate brand. If the branding is working for your specific company, for your business, it's great. It's a good match. But if it's not working, if you want different colors, if you want different fonts, it's not a problem at all. You can always change those things. So I would recommend you choose a template based on the niche and the copywriting that's inside of it. Some of our templates are on purpose and very versatile. So for example, Fidelity and Bento are tailored. One is tailored towards nonprofits, but the other one is tailored towards therapists. But really, they are very versatile. They have a great variety of sections, and they will work for any kind of service-based business or consulting business. So you're not limited to what you see in the template. You can build more sections and use the default Squarespace sections. They will be available in the template. But I would choose the template based on the layout and copywriting and the sections that are available in there. The majority of my templates have a page that lists all the sections, so all the elements. So this is a Robin's template. It's a newer template for consultancy. It's suitable for lawyers, for experts, for service-based businesses, for startups, but it's really, really versatile. And here's the page that lists all the sections, all the elements that we've built inside Squarespace for you. They're pre-built, but again, you're not limited to these sections. You can create more on top of it. So let me actually show you how it looks like. So if I go inside of the template and I go inside this elements page, I can go ahead and just create more sections. I can save these sections to favorites. I can duplicate them. So let me add a new section. And as you can see, on top of my template sections, which are pre-saved here, you also have all the default Squarespace sections that are available in Squarespace out of the box. But as you can see, they have the template styles. So they're pre-styled for you and easy for you to plug into the template and customize. So as you can see, you're not limited to what you see in the template.